Hello, my name is Ariana Good, and I'm here with
Elizabeth Frisk.
And we will be talking about The Age of Maturity by Camille Claudel.
Yes.
So tell us about this piece.
It's a sculpture, and it stands about 121 centimeters tall, and 181 centimeters long. It was first made in plaster, and then later it was cast in bronze and completed in 1899 by Camille Claudel, and is in Paris.
Why did you choose this particular piece?
I became very interested about Camille's work after learning about the relationship between Rodin and Camille, and I wondered if her work reflected their relationship, and it turns out that a lot of her work does. This particular piece was created after their breakup and depicts how he would not leave his wife Rose for Camille, and kind of the love triangle that went on there.
What did you think of this piece when you first saw it?
When I first saw it, I thought that it was very depressing and had a sense of desperation in the sculpture. Between the two women trying to drag him in different ways, it makes it seem like something really horrible is going on. And it's Camille, the girl in the back who's kneeling, seems very desperate to make him stay.
So what is the story behind this piece then?
The story behind this piece is about the affair that went on between Camille and Rodin, and how he would not leave his wife Rose for Camille. So as you can see in the sculpture, Camille is kneeling in the background and begging him to stay, and Rodin is walking off with his wife, but is kind of reaching a hand back to Camille because he wants to stay with Camille, but he knows that the right thing to do is to go with his wife.
So why do you think she chose to call this piece The Age of Maturity?
I think that she chose to call it The Age of Maturity because he's in his years of maturity, and Rodin is being pulled forward by his wife Rose, and Camille, the young girl, is trying to desperately hold on to him, and it's symbolic for him being stuck between youth and old age and Camille and Rose. So I think that it is trying to stress the symbolism of him not being able to decide.
Why do you think Rodin and Claudel are sculpted nude while his wife, Rose, is clothed?
Camille is nude because it shows her youth and what attracted him to her, and Rodin is nude because it shows his old age. She was his muse, so she was often depicted nude in his sculptures, and it also contrasts the age difference between them, but I think that it also kind of unites them and makes his wife seem kind of like the outsider by making both of them nude and his wife clothed.
And there's so much body language in this piece. What role does it play?
I think body language plays a big role in this piece. You can see that Camille is very gentle in her body language and seems very weak by her kneeling on the ground and kind of begging him. And his wife, her body language is much more aggressive as she's kind of wrapping her arms around him and pulling him off. And I think that him standing up and walking off kind of shows that he was able to walk off and be a successful artist and continue to have his life, while after that breakup, Camille kind of fell apart and lost everything. So I think that body language kind of is able to show what's going on between them.
Paul Claudel, Camille's brother, commented on this piece saying, "My sister Camille, imploring, humiliated, on her knees, that superb, proud creature, and what is being wrenched from her, right there before your eyes, is her soul." Do you agree with his statement?
I do. After after Camille and Rodin broke up, she became kind of insane and was even institutionalized into a mental hospital for 30 years, and in a way lost her soul and very essence. And she kind of looks like she's breaking in the sculpture. Like it's just like her breaking point, and like through his hand reaching back to her, like he's taking her soul from him, from her.
Why do you think she was perceived as insane?
Well, again, she was very heartbroken over Rodin not leaving his wife for her. And she also had an abortion from their affair. And after that, she kind of lost everything, went downhill, and she locked herself up. She wouldn't go out. She kind of lost touch with all of her friends, and then was separated from her family, and her family kind of disowned her. And she kind of went crazy after that. And she's known for destroying a lot of her work. Mm-hmm. So she was seen by the public as insane, and then by her family as well, because they put her in a mental hospital.
Why do you think this piece is defined as expressionism art?
It's defined as expressionism art because it shows Camille's reaction to what was going on and not necessarily reality. It could be what happened, exactly what happened, but because it's shown in her own perspective, we can see her take on the situation and all of the emotion that was going on during the breakup, and her point of view of what happened.
And if someone wanted to look at this piece, where would you find it?
It's in Paris, in the d'Orsay Museum in Paris, France. So you could go and see it there. Otherwise, you can find pictures of it online.
Okay, well, thank you. That's
Thank
all
you.
the questions we have for today.